Hi guys, my name's Paul from Fat Burners Only, and I'm here today to put together a 5-minute video on how you can take advantage of different supplements to increase fat loss. So before I start, I know out there might be a common misconception that supplements might be bad. I just wanted to dispel that straight off the bat. When you know how they work and you can use them the right way, you can take advantage of some great results that these can provide. So the first thing I want to start with is over here, and I'll run through all of it and explain how it works by itself and synergistically to cause a fantastic fat loss result. So first of all, we have the most popular thermogenic fat burner in Australia, OxyShred. This is a powder, it comes in 6 different flavors. You mix it up and you drink it first thing in the morning and before exercise. It's got ingredients in there like caffeine, raspberry ketones, green tea, green coffee. These will increase your energy levels so you will train harder. And they've also got ingredients that will increase your core body temperature so you're burning more calories. The goal of this guy is to give you energy to train and burn calories. So that's a thermogenic. Now, when you're burning calories, the whole idea is that we want to burn body fat and not muscle tissue. Muscle tissue keeps your metabolic rate high and has you burning more calories all day, so we definitely don't want to burn muscle tissue. That is where carnitine comes in. So while you're exercising, the thermogenic is burning calories. Carnitine is making sure those calories come from body fat. So it's a natural amino acid. You'll get it naturally in beef, but you've got to eat kilos of the stuff to get enough to actually cause a difference in fat loss. So it's better, if you're looking to take it for fat loss, to have it in a pure pharmaceutical form. So it's an amino acid. It gets into the bloodstream when you ingest it, and it opens up the mitochondria of your cells to accept fat as a primary fuel source. So you're burning calories, and this makes sure that those calories come from fat. That's carnitine. Next along the line, and ProClinical make the carnitine and the CLA because they work brilliantly together, is ProCLA, or conjugated linoleic acid, otherwise known as CLA. So this guy here looks like a little fish oil capsule. You take 2 with breakfast, 2 with lunch, and 2 with dinner. And it's a naturally derived fatty acid from the safflower plant. So it's an all-natural product. This fatty acid, or CLA, actually gets the body to produce a specific enzyme, but the body only produces this enzyme in relation to CLA, no other fatty acid. This enzyme works like a lock and key, and the only lock it can fit is adipose fat. So adipose fat is that really hard to move stubborn fat that deposits on the stomach for guys and the stomach and the thighs for girls. So this guy produces an enzyme, it fits that fat and breaks it off and moves it into the bloodstream, and that's half the battle. Everybody wants to target these areas. They always say it's the last to move and it's impossible to move. CLA will move that fat. Once its fat is moved and put into the bloodstream, this will then move the fat into the cell and this will burn it. So the thermogenic with carnitine and CLA is a perfect fat burning package. If you understand the science behind how it works, you can really use it to your advantage. Next, we have protein. So our 3 main sources of calories, we've got fat at 9 calories per gram, protein at 4 calories per gram, and carbs at 4 calories per gram. Carbs, the body loves to turn into body fat. Fat is dense in calories. Protein is low in calories, plus the body doesn't readily turn it into body fat. So what a protein shake will do is they've taken all the fats and carbs that you'll get in, say, steak or chicken or something like that as a protein source, taken all those out, and you're left with a pure protein powder. So this guy here, whey protein, is derived from milk, and all they've done, it's all natural, they've just used cold processes and filtration systems to filter out all the carbs and fat to leave you with a high quality protein. So this product, or protein powder, will keep you full for a long period of time, so you won't get hungry, hence helping with reduction in calorie intake because you're not hungry, therefore helping with sustained weight control. It will also give you energy, but not convert that energy to fat. So another really good reason to have protein. The third reason to have protein is because it's slower digesting than carbohydrates, it'll actually smooth out your blood sugar levels. If your blood sugar levels get high, you'll store body fat, and we're trying to reduce it. That's what my talk's about. When your blood sugar levels dip, you'll feel really tired. So by having protein, you're going to reduce the fat gain when your blood sugar levels are high, and you'll increase your energy levels, so it stops your blood sugar levels going low. Now, I just wanted to talk about another few products that are really cool in fat loss that a lot of you that might have heard of these guys might not realize that you can add something else to the regime. So when through our daily lives, we actually intake additives from drinking plastic, pollution, etc., which will increase our toxic estrogen levels. When our toxic estrogen levels increase, it's called xenoestrogen. These estrogen toxins will deposit in our body fat and switch off the fat loss process in that area, because the body doesn't realize it's fat or a fuel source anymore. It thinks it's a hormone. So if we can regulate these, so we've got healthy estrogen production and sweep the toxic estrogen out of the system, will actually allow the body to burn a lot of body fat and will actually make these work more effectively. So for example, we've got the ATP Science Alpha Venus. This is the estrogen sweep up for females in capsule form, and this is the estrogen sweep up for males in capsule form, the Alpha Prime. And then ATP Science also create it's transdermal creams that genuinely work. A lot of transdermal creams won't absorb in the skin. These guys, all the ingredients are transdermally transmitted, so you will get it through the skin and it will cause a result. The Block E3 will sweep any estrogen out of the areas that you apply it. So you want to apply it to those hard to move areas, stomach and thighs, which is where the toxic estrogen will deposit. And the subcut will then break that fat off and move it into the bloodstream. So once the subcut has moved the fat into the bloodstream, the body can then access it for fuel, especially if you've got the carnitine and the thermogenic burning it. So they all work together. Finally, so last but definitely not least, we have water intake. So this one's the easiest way to burn fat and is probably the most important ingredient in all of it. So for the body to burn body fat, the liver needs water to make that process happen. It also is responsible for flushing a lot of the toxins from underneath the skin. So if you're holding toxins under the skin, you'll get that bloated look. So by having enough water, you'll flush those toxins out so you'll look less bloated. And to actually get the fat into the molecules, into the cell using these ingredients, and the general process of burning body fat in the cell requires water as well. So in the liver, the cell, and to flush toxins that will cause bloating, water is responsible. Really, without enough water in the system, none of these processes work effectively and the body stops burning body fat. So how much water do you need per day? For a female, it's usually around the 2.5 to 2.7 litre mark. And for a male, it's 3.5 to 3.7 litres. And that's not including the water that you need to drink while you're training. So if you train anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour at medium intensity, you need to add an extra litre for every one of those blocks that you do. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you've got something out of an explanation of how you can use different supplements to aid in your fat loss. If you have any questions, just come to fatburnersonly.com.au and hit us up with a message and we can answer them for you. Otherwise, all the best. We'll see you later.